So what do you think of the potential bylaw banning skateboarding in Norwich City Centre?
I think it's heavy-handed. I think it's over the top. I think the real underlying cause of this situation that's now arising is not really anything to do with the memorial. The damage on the memorial is old damage. It's not damage that's caused by skateboarders. The photographs in the paper don't show damage that's caused by skateboards. Anyone who's ridden a skateboard knows what sort of marks are left behind, and that isn't the sort of marks that they're showing on that stuff. The marks that are within the garden itself, where the steps are, all that damage is from a long time ago. When that place was closed in 2004 and then it was renovated, they spent £2.6 million on renovating that place, and it looks basically the same as it did beforehand, with a couple of edged entrance bays and a sculpture. The new piece that's over the back that faces City Hall, nobody skates that bit really. I know there's been comments made in the paper by individuals saying they'll skate there anyway, but they probably don't skate there now. I think if you pick the wrong kid who's an angry kid who's got a bit of a rough life, then yeah, you're going to get a bad knee-jerk reaction from them. But I think really the proposed ban is a bit of a knee-jerk reaction from the council, who are really, I think, just annoyed at people skateboarding outside City Hall on the corner. I think is really the issue here.
Okay, so where do you think the council should build a designated street spot in Norwich?
I think that's what we need. I think we need something within the city centre. It's been said before, it was a proposed site for the original park when the park at Eton was built, that the waste ground underneath Magdalen Street Flyover could be used for something. It's still sat there now, it's still a waste ground. It doesn't get used apart from it's just a cut through for people who use Magdalen Street and go down the side there. So all we're really asking is for a smooth, flat, concreted area that people can then get involved. We can build our own things there. There's plenty of people in Norwich that build their own stuff to skateboard anyway. There's plenty of us that are older that have got experience and know how to make stuff. And then it's a community project. People care about stuff if they made it themselves. Things that are just provided for people, they do tend to care perhaps slightly less about than if they've had a hand in actually, you know, making something themselves. They've got their hands dirty doing it. So that's, you know, I think that'd be a really good thing, good positive thing, rather than, you know, bans that are just trying to criminalise children, really. I don't think if a 13, 12, 14-year-old, whatever, kids, ASBOs or prosecutions from the police, what good does that do for them? You know, I think kids of that age, they probably don't need reasons to disrespect authority. They've got them anyway, and the more of that kind of thing that gets pushed upon them, the less respect they're going to have for older people, for the police, for anyone who might tell them or ask them to move on. I think realistically most skateboarders, if they're asked to move on from somewhere in the street, will move on from somewhere in the street. Most of us are decent, you know, respectful people. We're not trying to get in anybody's way, no one's trying to hurt anybody, it's just people trying to enjoy themselves.
Okay, and final question, have you ever skated the War Memorial?
I haven't ever skated the War Memorial, and I don't really know anyone who does.